Did you know percentage of Americans who never traveled beyond the state where they were born? Surprising, isn't it? Welcome to the past and present. When you hear some of the comments Americans make about geography or about other countries, do you ever wonder how many of them have ever traveled? Research of 2,000 Americans across the country, a good statistical sample, in a new study conducted by market researchers OnePoll and commissioned by travel luggage provider Victorinox, explored the nation's travel experiences and the things that seem to stop people from exploring more. The results are pretty amazing and perhaps explain the gaps of knowledge many Americans seem to have of the world. 11% of survey respondents have never traveled outside of the state where they were born. Over half of those surveyed, 54%, say they've visited 10 states or fewer. As many as 13% say they have never flown in an airplane. 40% of those questioned said they've never left the country. Over half of respondents have never owned a passport. For years, U.S. citizens did not need one to travel to Mexico, Canada, and on many cruises, which may clarify the previous stat. But this lack of travel is not always because people don't want to. Most of those surveyed expressed a desire to travel, with 85% saying they like to experience new things, and nearly 60% saying they have a list of places in mind they'd like to see. In fact, survey results showed 76% of the respondents wanted to travel more than they do currently. The reasons they gave for why they don't are what you would expect, mainly due to a lack of finances or just feeling unprepared and ill-equipped to venture forth into unknown territory. More specifically, 63% of Americans who have never left the country said an international trip would be out of their price range. And work situations and priorities are involved as well. 25% said they just can't find the time to travel. But 3/4 of respondents said they would definitely like to travel more than they do. The survey went on to ask about people's luggage, with 60% saying that size and functionality were the most important qualities. And here's a reality check. As many as 32% of those studied in the poll said they either don't own or can't actually remember ever buying any travel luggage. 30% of those polled haven't bought new luggage in 6 or more years, with only 10% knowing where their current luggage came from. And 13% of those polled don't own luggage of any kind. No luggage? Wow, that's interesting. Perhaps the most interesting fact of all to come out of this travel survey can be interpreted in several ways, depending on how you look at it. 1 in 10 Americans surveyed say they have no interest in going anywhere. Thanks for watching. Well, come along with me to the next journey. Till then, please like, share, and subscribe.